Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Robotics and automation have become increasingly popular fields of study at universities worldwide due to their growing importance in various industries and applications. Robotics and automation encompass a broad spectrum of applications from manufacturing and logistics to healthcare and entertainment. To understand the spectrum of robotics better, let's meet Dr. S.S. Ohol, Head of Center of Excellence in Robotics and Automation, COEP.
Basically, robotics is a science or technology which is dealing with making of robot and understanding the complete technology behind that. Robotics, when we say, normally in front of us it's a humanoid robot, but it is not like that. We do have industrial robots, we do have social robots, we do have educational entertainment robot. So all these category of robots, when we want to make it, so how to design them, how to make it them, how to use them, how can we do their programming, this all knowledge is there in this robotics as a branch, as a study. This technology is a cutting edge technology. Nowadays everybody is thinking and speaking about this topic because it is having little glamour also. Robotics is attracting people, but yes, it is a promising area where we need to focus. Actually, robotics is required in almost every sector of life. You just name that sector and robotics is required, right from education, then defense, military purposes, then agricultural activities and agricultural research, then domestic, then medical, you just name and it is robotics is required over there. For example, if you have to do surveillance, surveillance is required everywhere, not only on the military fronts, but on the airports, on the roads, in domestic areas. Surveillance is required. We can have mobile surveillance with the help of robots. Robots can move, they can do patrolling, they can find out suspicious persons, and they can alert the required systems. One thing. Second thing, if robots can be used largely, if you say, it is required over there in the agricultural country like India, where nowadays robots are being used for pest controlling, then weed controlling, harvesting, understanding the health of the crop, even fruit picking, and many different processes related to the agricultural domain. Then if we go to entertainment, robots are there, right from the PlayStations up to the entertainment toys, we can say, and even they are there for interaction purpose. You can play them and you can learn also, means entertainment is also there along with the education. For example, robots like Sophia, who she is interactive, but at the same time you are learning many things from her, how she speaks, how to behave, how she reacts, how she give you reply, at what level of intelligence it is thinking. That gives us education at the same time. If you go back in the past, world robotics was first discovered or used in 1941, and before that, 20 years before that, 1921, first time robot as a word was used by Karel Capek, who is a playwright, and in his story he wrote this word very first time. Robot means slave labor or forced labor, and after that this word or stories related to robotics started appearing in the novels and stories and dramas. We can see that first industrial robot was there in 1954. There onward, robot word as a technology started becoming much more popular. Earlier days, automata was there. People do call it as a robotic doll, a robotic instrument player, but those were not actual robot player. They were automata, or we can say automated mechanisms. But robot as such industrial version, or fully automated ones, it started coming after the industrial revolution. Uh, when we can see that Unimate is the first robot which was made by Unimation Corporation, Joseph Engelberger and George Devol, they made first robot. It was there in the developed country, of course, in a European domain. But here in India, if you see robots, it was there after the revolution, or we can say big development in the software industry. And robotics started a discussion, or it was a point of discussion over there in the industry sector, particularly for material handling, like nuclear reactor plants such as BARC plant in Mumbai, and different sector where human being cannot work safely. They required some assistance. Only robot can go inside. Over there, robot was initially used. Then slowly it started coming in the use in different industry for material handling, for processes, for particularly for welding, where when worker is doing welding operation, fountain of spark is coming out. Sometimes poisonous fumes are coming, gases are coming out of that. So person cannot work continuously for long hours. So it was a trend that people started replacing human being from that unsafe work, and they started using robots. This way robots started getting employed or installed in the industrial sector. And nowadays you can see, right from floor cleaning, facade cleaning, pipe cleaning, and different types of manufacturing processes, right from laser and measurement, everywhere robots are being used. You just name the area and we can find that yes, robots are there, and it is not only creating unemployment, but it is making human being safe, and they are giving a good option from by replacing human being from the work where monotonous work is there, where repetitive work is there, where boring type of work is there. Human beings are getting replaced and robots are working very nicely in those types of works. Being a professor in teaching industry, I would like to say that it is going to have a very much promising future from the academic perspective as well as from industry or as a nation. It is going to give us a very good opportunity. Like when I went to University of Berkeley in 2008, I could see that 6 different labs were there under robotics. Nowadays also in IITs and different centrally funded institutes, we are finding different labs in the domain of robotics, and they are giving opportunity in a different area. Similarly, at different university level, undergraduate and postgraduate courses are being taught. So at academic perspective, yes, it is very promising, and nowadays students are getting attracted to the courses like BTech Robotics and Automation, BTech Robotics and AI, even MTech courses, super specialization courses are also there. So yes, in academic perspective, we can say that promising future is there, and students are getting education not only in India but abroad also. They are getting education for their higher education in foreign universities in this domain. And coming to the industrial sector, where development is surely promising one. For example, Da Vinci system, which is a medical robotics, it is being used in industrial hospital, in Indian hospitals also. Just name the metropolitan city and Da Vinci systems are there. Sometimes they are being used for knee replacement surgery. Sometimes they are being used for some laparoscopic operations. Not only that, if you go to the agricultural sector, drones are being used for different purposes. We are getting inspired from the developed countries like Israel, like Australia, where farming is happening at a massive scale. From there, we are getting very good examples and promising case studies from where we are getting inspired, and people are using drones for serious purposes, not only for casual purposes like recording and video shooting and all. But yes, drones are being used over there. Then you take example of interactive robotics. Mitra is there, even ISRO is making their own robot. Uh, Different DRDO laboratories are there in India. They are making robots for defense purposes. For example, in Pune itself, we have a DRDO labs named as R&D, Research and Development Establishment in Dighi, Pune. They made two different robots. One is for surveillance, ground surveillance, and second one is for air surveillance. Ground surveillance robot is Daksh, and air surveillance robot is called Netra. And it went to such a level that it is being used by the different forces, different wings for LOC operation, low conflict area operation, spy operations, and results are very fantastic. So not only in the industry sector, but even in the defense sector, in the academic domain, everywhere it is having a promising future. If you see market survey, they are saying that robotics is going to become a $1 billion industry very soon in India also. People are worried about how AI and robotics is going to take them into the different world altogether. But I'll tell you that I can give you example of a nuclear weapons. What happened after nuclear weapon invention? People were worrying that these nuclear weapons are going to ruin the complete ecosystem. They may destroy Earth. But what we are observing after 40 plus years, that these nuclear weapons are getting converted into nuclear plants, and they are giving substantial amount of energy which is required to the developed country. And similarly, every technology is having a threat to the society, but at the same time, if we take proper care, and if we are converting it into the society centered applications, then surely it is going to give us a very good option for the different solution problems. Different problems, such as we are having a problem of unemployment, we are having problem of complete safety. People are not available for you can say risky jobs, mines, or you can say underwater operations, or you can say the industry where flammable gases are there, poisonous gases are there. Over there we are getting solutions. Robots can go and work over there. So conditions are not going to make them worst option, but conditions are going to make them that it will be one of the best solution. For example, when we are using robot for industry, it is going to replace a human being from unsafe area to the safe area. It is not creating unemployment, one thing. So unemployment creation, what common people think, it is not going to be there. Like replacing human being should not be taken as an unemployment. Person is person is taken to the other safe location, other interesting location, other creative location, and he is working very nicely. Another aspect, what you are saying, that threat to the human being, AI or robotics, if controlled properly, it will be very much helpful. For example, nowadays, for therapeutic treatment, robots are being used. You can understand, for medical purposes, if robots are being used, means they are giving us a significant advantages, benefits. Particularly, those therapeutic robots can also become your companion, your partner, your soulmate, and they can live with you. But at the same time, if they become uncontrolled, they can misguide you. But technology can take care of such risk factors, and after taking care of these risk factors, yes, we can use this technology more precisely, more perfectly, more safely for human being. And we all are very sure that it is not going to disturb our life, but it is going to make our life more happy.